Mel was not wrong. I'll give him that. I'm not down for this forced engagement either. Cindy is like mind boggled. She was led to believe, oh, he's definitely doing the proposal then. He said, what proposal? He said, what now?
Who said what? Who said that?
Who said that? That's literally. All right, welcome to Two Black Girls, One Rose, where together we'll uncover what we can learn about modern dating, love, and relationships from popular television. I'm Natasha, and let me tell you, it pays to have siblings. Because sometimes they have to swoop in and save baby sis, and today is that day. Our special guest for this Golden Bachelor finale recap is none other than my sister, Jessica, who learned 12 hours ago that she'd be doing this with me. So welcome to the show, Jessica.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
She's back, yes. You've met her. If you're on Patreon, you've met her. She joined for a pre-show talking about Wendy Osefo and Potomac. But she's back now for the Golden Bachelor finale recap. We had a great guest lined up. And sometimes shit happens. They had to fall out. And so who can I grab last minute? Whose peace can I disturb and not feel as bad? Basically. My sister. Yeah. So she's here instead. And we're talking finale and after the final rose. So I'm just going to lead off with some initial thoughts. This was a weak sophomore season of The Golden Bachelor.
Very much so.
This entire season has been a bit of a dud, starting with the biggest dud of all being Mel.
Yeah. Boring.
Very boring. I feel like from the very beginning, Mel just wasn't the right choice for the Golden Bachelor. He didn't want to date golden women. And we all had that in the back of our mind the entire time. No matter how hard they tried to have him apologize to us and show that he's really interested in these women or whatever, the entire season, it was just kind of like a dark cloud and kind of like in the back of my mind. I just felt like he was undeserving of these amazing women, and I hated this for them. And then, so he had the whole podcast thing, his comments. But then also just like personality-wise, as you say, he was so boring.
A dud.
A dud. There's no better word than a dud. I've literally seen think pieces describe him as dud. Like that's...
For someone so good looking as an older man, he got nothing going for him.
Nothing. The personality, where is it? It's not there. And I'm just so confused how casting and the executives did not know that Mel was going to be this reserved. Like, how did they not know he was going to be this unwilling to open up on camera?
They were blinded by his looks.
Is that really it? He's just old.
I think what they wanted to do is to have like a really. They're like, man, Goldens could be really good looking, and you know, because if he was 20 or 30 years younger, you could see he was gonna be a good looking dude. So they're trying to piece that together for the Goldens. Good looking dude, no personality.
Oh my god,
literally nothing, and he fits their cast. He's an NFL player, former NFL player. He's a lawyer. He comes from money. Like, who wouldn't want that? They didn't factor in no personality.
No personality. I don't think we got a single vulnerable moment from Mel the entire season.
Nope.
He was stiff as a board. He was tight-lipped the entire time about his feelings, about his past. I don't know anything about this guy. Still, the show's over now. Like, I don't know anything about him.
Nothing. And his father was in the Negro Leagues.
That was the most interesting thing about Mel was that he was half black. And he looked whiter than Meghan Markle. That was the most interesting thing about him. No, we know nothing else. I've been holding on to that one morsel from episode 1. Like, and so a lead this boring and this like emotionally blah just does not work as a lead.
And the promise ring at the end, who knows?
The promise ring at the end. Oh,
I was so confused. I said, wait, a commitment? Wait, what? What?
It looked like an engagement ring.
I was confused.
Until
the host said something. I was like, oh, so it was a promise ring.
A promise ring. A promise ring. Like we were in high school. Like I don't even want the ring. I'd rather nothing. Just we're committed to each other. I didn't need this whole ring moment at the end. That was so weird to me.
They made him do it.
They made him do it. That felt heavy-handed like production. My God. But yeah, he didn't make a compelling Bachelor. It was not a compelling season. The ratings do not lie. Like, ain't nobody was watching. Like, it's like us and the Rose Garden over here. And that's about it. It's not like they can't deny that it was just a dud. And I'm just so astonished that he got away with giving absolutely nothing. Like they couldn't even edit him into something interesting. He literally just gave zero details about his relationship with his ex, what went wrong, why they broke up, what he learned, nothing. And that is so rare for a lead to go a whole season and literally, I can't recall a single date, a single moment where he was put on the spot and like had to like just talk. Didn't exist.
We have run that. They set themselves up for that one.
Yeah, by casting this dude. So shout out to the women. They carried this season, honestly. Like, I mean, they're the ones that gave personality. And I think the ending was very anticlimactic because if there's one thing we knew about Mel is he wanted a woman with energy.
That's all he gave.
That's all he gave us. That's all he gave us. That's all we can go off of.
Because he ain't got no energy himself. He's an energy vampire.
That is so true.
That man is looking to suck the energy out of this woman.
Oh my God. He ain't got it, so he needs somebody who's going to literally suck dry. Jesus.
With his Tempur-Pedic sneakers.
Oh my God.
This man is too good looking to be looking like this.
To be hobbling around like this. It's just so boring.
When the best thing I've known about him is his shoes.
It's his shoes. That's
every blooper was about his shoes.
Was his shoes. That was his like personality bit that they kept falling back on. That was it. Was Mel and his Rockports. But yeah, he wanted a woman with energy. That's all we knew. We all peeped we all peeped Peg from episode 2 that she has a lot of spunk, a lot of energy. And now she's the winner. It was so predictable. Just latched onto her neck, sucked her dry. Oh my God, he is an energy vampire. That's so crazy. Oh, Peg.
That poor girl gonna be dry as a bone.
Drained to the bone.
Dry as a bone.
Oh my God.
Poor Peg.
But it was so predictable. Like, why'd I have to watch this whole season? I knew it was Peg. We all knew it was Peg from the beginning. Like, were we kidding ourselves?
Found his victim.
Found his victim. Exactly. Sunk his teeth in. Boom. So, they tried to put together this little happy ending for Mel and Peg,
With the promise ring.
With the little promise ring, whatever the hell. And they keep doing this, man. They keep trying to force these happy endings. It was like Grant's season, The Last Bachelor. That ending was, girl. We all were like, boo! Boo! What the hell? You were supposed to choose Latia. You did Latia dirty. Then you chose this Trump supporter. Boo! But they try to make it.
Quick question. So where did they give Jerry for their trip?
Oh, Gary, the last guy?
Yeah.
I don't remember. They're like starting to do this trip thing like more recently, so I don't remember if they were doing it back then.
Because I was sitting here, I was like, Napa Valley, so they just went up the street.
Literally. Go around the corner. Take a Uber there. That shoe's not even like a real trip.
Not a real trip.
Not at all. But yeah, him and Peg, I mean, I think Peg is a great match for him. I don't know if I could say that he's a great match for her. I don't know. I don't even know. They keep harping on they got to really know each other in the fantasy suites. I'm glad she got to know him because I don't know fuck all about him. So maybe he's a good match for I have no idea. No clue. And yeah. Those are my thoughts.
I co-sign.
Co-sign. Okay, before we dive into the recap, we gotta talk Married at First Sight. I'm all caught up. I watched the 2 latest episodes that came out today. And I think there's only the finale and the reunion left. So yeah, we're going to talk Married at First Sight Austin. If you want to hear this pre-show, if you want a little Married at First Sight rant, all the good shit is on Patreon, as you guys know. You can watch the full video of this episode. You can listen to this episode without ads. You get the pre-show, of course. You can also join us for Two Black Girls Watch. Last year, Justine and I watched, on Two Black Girls Watch, Traitors, Season 3. They just announced this week Traitors will be back in January. If you want to get caught up before the new season, watch Traitors Season 3 with us on Patreon. It was a good time. Head to patreon.com/2blackgirls1rose. You can try the 7-day free trial as well. And shout out to the Rose Garden. We love you guys. And guys, please, if you love this podcast, please leave a review on Apple Podcasts. It'd be so greatly appreciated. Okay, so we cold open where they kind of like recap last week where they had the fantasy suites. Mel and Peg. It's so hard for me to call her Peg. Somebody called me out and said, her name is Peg. It's not Peggy. Peg is so hard for me. I just want to say Peggy. I'm sorry. Mel and Peggy are sitting down. I'm sure somebody in her life calls her Peggy. I don't give a fuck. Mel and Peggy are sitting. And I just can't do Peg for some reason. It just like won't roll off my tongue. So anyways, they're sitting. She asks Mel, how he feels about them. And he immediately deflects and was like, so how was the dune buggy? And you could see she's like, and is starting to wonder, like, is he emotionally unavailable? Is he emotionally guarded? Like, what is this? But we see they have their fantasy suites, and it seems like they had a great time. They bonded over their divorce. She says he has the capacity to be emotionally intelligent.
Sounds like trauma bonding to me.
It's a little bit of trauma bonding, a little bit there,
All right, but keep going.
Oh, sure, okay. So yeah, they have a great time. She seems to have gotten what she needed in the fantasy suites, and so I'm like, okay, Peggy, good for you. What did you say that to? I was talking about this. I forget who I had on. What's his name? Mel don't give to me like he's a good time in the fantasy suites. It seems like you doing all the work.
It might be. I have no idea.
Mel can barely walk. I'm sorry. I know for sure he is laying on his back and you're on top doing everything. So,
oh, Lord.
Anyways, then we see Mel with Cindy. They're on their date. Cindy is just, I've imagined him proposing to me. I'm falling in love with him, like saying all these things.
She's tripping.
She really is like, she wants this so bad. She wants this fairy tale. She wants this love story. She sees the potential. She sees they look good together. Like this could happen. But the missing piece is this man has no personality and he's giving you nothing. Like that's the whole thing. So she, let's see. So yeah, she going into the dinner is like, she wants to see what kind of questions he's going to ask her, if he can be open with his feelings. We get Mel talking about if there's a will, there's a way. Like, nonsense.
Just dropping phrases.
Opened up the Hallmark card.
She had a good follow-up. So what is your will?
So is there a will? Yeah, she really did. So yeah, we pick back up with them, back on the date. Is there a will? He claims yes, and that he likes her a lot. But just like, that's it. He doesn't really give her anything. And that, at this stage of the game, like, I need something. Come on, man. Like, I'm down to the final 2. I can't sleep at night anymore. Like, give me something. Which you could tell in this moment, he's giving her nothing, and that for her is the answer. Like, she's not dumb, right? Mm-hmm. So she then flat out asks him if he is going to be ready for a proposal. He flat out says no. Like, he didn't miss his words.
Well, that was the problem. It's because he never went into the show thinking he was going to propose to nobody.
Not. No.
It wasn't going to happen. So he lied on his resume.
Sure did.
And she's trying to follow up. She's doing her due diligence.
Mm-hmm. Calling references.
And that's where he's like, yeah, see, what happened was. But right. Also, she's tripping because why are you so dead on marrying this man? Yeah. Like, it don't make no sense. You don't know him. You literally don't know him. So she's also caught up in a fantasy.
Definitely. She is
that's not real.
She's very much she's drank the Bachelor Nation Kool-Aid. Like, she don't. she wants this proposal at the end, and that's it. Even though she knows or should know that shit's crazy. Like,
She knows nothing about this man.
nothing.
You spent a whole of like a couple hours
if
you put it all together.
Truly, a couple hours together.
So I understand him saying, I mean, it's gonna take time. There's no way, shape, or form ready to get married. She's in a fantasy, so I'll give it to her that in her head she has a vision of what she wants and she holds true to that, which is this commendable and all that stuff. But also she's applying this to an unrealistic situation.
1000%. Yeah.
That there's no way what man would say yes to this? Who should say yes to this? This sounds ridiculous.
Yeah, it is. And the ones that do say yes, they break up 3 months later. So like, even just going based on you too old for this, and just going based on the track record, Cindy, you know that having the engagement at the end doesn't mean anything, actually.
Literally nothing.
Doesn't mean anything.
And you're grown with kids.
Right.
So why do this to themselves?
I don't know. So, yeah. Mel was not wrong. I'll give him that. I'm not down for this forced engagement either. And he said, we need time to develop, like, maybe 2 years, we date some more or whatever. Cindy is like mind boggled. And you could tell this was like news to her because in her head, he was down for an engagement. Which, I think she said after the final rose, he was always talking at rose ceremonies like, my wife is here, my wife is here. So she was led to believe, he's definitely doing the proposal then. And he said, what proposal? He said, what now?
He said, what? But when I say, who said that?
Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? Who said that? He said, well, you would propose. He said, who said that? He's looking side to side. So true. Oh my God.
They have phrases. They always say the same thing. My wife could be here. Every bachelor says the same shit.
Yeah.
And he ain't no sucker. He ain't gonna say no. He already been married. He got 2 kids. Now why would he go and introduce and say, I'm getting married again, proposing? This is literally the first time his children have met anybody outside of his wife. Now, why in God's name would this man say,
Mel ain't doing this.
That I met 3 weeks ago.
At my big old age at 65, we getting married. God damn.
But we really probably not going to get married.
No.
Because the reality is, we're not
getting married. Like...
So he rather just say, here's a promise ring to my girlfriend, which makes more sense. Like,
it does. As much as promise rings piss me the fuck off, like it makes way more sense, honestly.
He has children. What is he gonna say? This is gonna be this is your next stepmom, but like, I'm probably not gonna make it 3 months out.
And we still don't know each other. Like,
yeah.
But yeah, Cindy was very caught up on this and also kind of like, you could tell she was like, wait, like what? So you don't want, like, almost like this whole time she thought he did. So almost felt like a betrayal in a way. So I was like, I kind of see why she's upset because she's like, this is not what we've discussed, it seemed. So she flat out tells him like, look, I want a guy that's going to feel like he was struck by lightning. He can't live without me. You're not giving me that energy. I think you're great, but I'm not willing to just like see what happens for the next 2 years. Like, I'm not doing this. And she really just, in her head, she's like, she wanted the ultimate commitment of a proposal. This, I'll commit to you and be your girlfriend or boyfriend. That to her is like, it's not enough. And it's giving, in her head, like situationship almost.
But it doesn't make sense. Like, listen, in reality, she ain't gonna find somebody who's gonna be so struck with her to marry her in 6 weeks.
In reality, that's
she's going to meet a Mel who's gonna date you
for 2 years.
1 to 2 years.
That's true.
She wanted a fast track.
Yeah.
Like, this is gonna work. It was not reality.
Yeah.
She was like, all right, I'm gonna sign up for The Bachelor. I'm gonna meet my man. We're gonna get married. We're gonna live happily ever after. And I don't want to do what y'all other bitches is doing, which is dating men and all this other thing. And Well, her fast track didn't work out.
Yeah, that's
She's
true.
like, damn, now I gotta go back to Jump Pop and date
And
people
hit these apps.
and hope I get 1 to 2.
That's so true.
That's literally.
She wanted the fast track and this 2-year wait. Oh, how dare you? I will not do this. But that's what's happening out in the real world, girl. But she really was like, this is my process. She thought this process was like made for her. I'm going to be fast tracked into marriage. This is exactly what she wants.
Exactly.
Which I'm not going to fault her for wanting that, but like she wants the fast track. And Mel was just not that guy. Like he just wasn't it, girl.
Yeah. She was tripping, but I give her credit for standing.
I do, yeah,
standing on her morals.
I do.
She knew what she wanted,
definitely,
and she said, "I'm not going to compromise." And that's a lesson that everybody needs to learn.
Yeah,
not to compromise on yourself.
Yeah,
even if it don't make no sense, but
you stood on business on your foolishness.
But stand on business. You don't compromise it. Like she said, I'm not gonna beg somebody to want to be with me. And that's
fair.
That is completely fair, and I don't falter at all for that.
Yeah.
But it was not reality.
Yeah.
So, that is that.
It's like, yeah, you got to give both. Like, shout out to Cindy. She surprised me. I didn't see that coming out of her. I thought she was going to like ride it to the end with Mel. And I was like, oh, she got some bite in her. Like, she knows what she wants. He's not giving it to her. She's out. I didn't see that coming at all. But also, I think like her demands for this proposal tomorrow is stupid. Like, it just is.
Absolutely asinine.
Is. These people drink the Kool-Aid, man. Like they watch this show. They've been watching this show for 20-something years. They can't wait for their turn to get married.
None of them married.
No, that's what I'm saying. Remember the track record. How y'all forget so quickly that these things don't work? Like,
hey, nobody married, but drink the Kool-Aid.
Oh yes, they
we'll
do.
Watch.
So yeah, Cindy tells him she's leaving. This is not what she wanted. He walks her out. He's like shocked, but he just, in his head, she's a quitter. Like, that's it. He's like, I'm done. You can tell almost like the football guy came out of him. Like, no, I don't do this quitting shit. Like he was like, you're a quitter. This is crazy. I'm done. And he could have fought for her if he really cared, but he didn't care. I think he was kind of over Cindy, honestly.
I mean, I get it. Like, I don't want nobody who don't want me.
True. And I'm not in the business now of like fighting for this. Like, you want to leave, just you can go.
If you leave, that means you don't really want to be here. So what am I gonna fight for?
Yeah.
Bye.
See ya. But you could tell production really wanted him to fight for it, so they send the host out, and Mel don't be biting on these things. He's so funny. So they send out the host. He comes. He meets with Mel. Mel explains the whole engagement thing, and that kind of broke it. And we know he wasn't trying to get engaged this whole time, but the host is like, well, these women come on the show for an engagement. And he's like, I don't think that's true. Damn. Mel was like, I don't think they all do. Like,
I'm talking about the one in between.
I'm talking about the one in between. And he has one, Peggy. Peggy don't want to get married. It's fine.
Yeah.
So he like shut down the host, and then, he went on about how the whole quitting thing. I tell my sons never give in. It's not over till it's over. He was so stuck in that. Like, she gave up. I'm not fighting for this chick. It's over. She quit. I'm done. I don't do quitters.
He's standing on his business.
And that is standing on his business.
Stand on their business.
That's true.
And I got no fault on none of these
either
people.
part. That is true.
I mean, why? Because then if he's fighting for her, then he's breaking from his character. Nah, this is Mel showing up.
That's true.
Like, listen, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna grind until the end, and if we don't make it, that's fine. I'm not giving much, but I mean,
I'm not giving you shit, but
it is what it is. We gonna ride or die.
With my nothingness, I can't. Mel.
I mean, I honestly feel like maybe he was really reserved and was waiting to get to the fantasy suite to really have those conversations.
Yeah, and
so that's where he got pissed off with her because she didn't really give him the opportunity to do it in his head. Also, there was no communication.
That's what I'm saying. Why didn't he communicate that?
So there's faults all around. If he can communicate, but And I have a hard time doing that on television. Like, when we get to behind the cameras, then we can really open up
I
and everybody's
can't.
going to be like,
Mel, you have a mic pack strapped on you. You've been doing this for weeks. How you just learned that this is the process? That you got to talk in
yeah,
front of cameras. Come on.
yeah. But where did they find him from?
I have no idea.
He's just like a random
He's
guy.
just random. Yeah, he's not connected to Bachelor Nation at all. I don't know where he popped out of.
Okay.
Yeah. Ex NFL lawyer. I'm sure he's in
Checking all
LA.
the boxes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So somehow.
All right.
Um so anyways, they go to the host is like, well, Cindy's here if you want to talk to her, and they like leave it on a cliffhanger. We go to the studio audience. Cindy comes out on stage. She looked great. I like her little dress, her little Vegas showgirl little dress. And production wants to give her her moment, her woman empowerment moment they always try to give to these ladies. And she shares that he did not come to find her, which I already knew. And she's like, well, I didn't want him to. So they both were very, as you said, standing on business in their respective areas, and I couldn't
They're
fault either of
grown.
them. They're grown people.
They're
Yeah.
grown. Like, if you expect anything less, then that's what young people do.
True.
They're like, oh, I'm gonna do this. No, they're very grown. They've done this already.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not budging. This is me. When
This
they
is
talk
me.
about old people, like nobody's gonna move, like you're stuck in your ways.
Mm-hmm.
Those are two people stuck in their way. They know
Yep.
exactly what they're gonna do.
Yeah. And that's that.
That's that.
So, yeah, she just kind of says they wanted different things. He didn't want the commitment that she needed, and that's fine. And I think that's really what it came down to. Like, Cindy put pressure on him in a way that he didn't want that pressure. Like, Peggy doesn't do that pressure. That's more his speed. They just essentially wanted two different types of commitment. That's really it. She also found an issue with, she just feel like he didn't really get to know her. Like, he would say these blanket statements like, you're so beautiful, like, give her a lot of compliments. Like, he was observing her, but she was like, she's really hung up on, like, he would never say things like, I see a future with you because, and fill in the blank, and really tell me that you know me or what you see.
That's fair.
That's very fair. And you could tell she was trying to get that out of him in that final date, and he was still giving her nothing. And so that's when she's like, okay, what are we doing here? Like, do you want to get engaged or not? Like, she just brought it all the way there because, like,
yeah. But if she knows that, why would you want to ask to be engaged with him? There's nothing to be engaged to.
Great question.
So that's on her again. Why are you asking somebody to be engaged to you, propose to you, if they're not even digging to get to know you at that level? Like, now that it's just ridiculous to ask.
Yeah, it seems the priorities are out of whack. Because what should have been most important is him showing me on that final date he really wants to get to know me. He's asking these questions. Like, that should have been the focus, not I'm here to confirm that he wants to get engaged. Like, that really outweighed everything in a sense.
Yeah.
Which does seem ass backwards, yeah. Sorry, Cindy, but yeah, that is a little backwards.
Exactly. So,
yeah. But yeah, she had a little moment, I don't need to commit to man to love me and all this and that, which is true. That is very true. I'm not going to be fighting for this. And she said, which I thought this was a little shady to Peggy, in my opinion. She said she wanted a romance novel. He wanted a comic book. Yeah, she said he wanted a comic book, something lighter, something shorter. And I was like, oh, you coming for Peggy now? Not a comic book. Jeez.
Damn, I gotta do Peg like that. I
gotta do Peg like that. I ain't like that. But yeah, she wanted a deep commitment. She's like, if I want to date, I could just date in Austin. Like, well, that's what you're about to be doing, girl.
Well, it goes back to kind of what Peg said. Some people want the fireworks, and some people want the fireplace.
True.
And it's very clearly that Sydney wanted the fireworks.
Yeah.
The fireworks, they come and go.
True.
Boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
The fireplace, and I don't know if Mel is the fireplace, but I kind of like the analogy. You want that. You want that thing to last,
sustaining fire, not a spark.
Yes, exactly. And so I think too many people get caught up in the the fireworks. I need it to be like, that amazing, whatever, whatever. But
Yeah.
what happens in the in between time when the fire goes out and you have
Mm-hmm.
that dark night? Like
Right.
nothing is
And
there,
nothing
and
to
then
show.
you're always craving and wanting the next firework to come. You
Mm.
can't wait. You're anticipating for that.
Mm.
So I think the fireworks, you know exactly what's coming. It's gonna dim down, and I don't know.
Yeah.
I like the fireplace
I really like
analogy.
that too. I do. I really do. And I think that's true. I think Cindy was more romantical in her approach to relationships and what she was looking for, and felt this instant connection with Mel and wanted to see it through. And I think in some ways she was kind of focused on sometimes the right thing, like him asking questions and things like that, but
Hmm.
also the order of events with this proposal
Hmm.
confirmation did seem like, okay, you're focused more on the spark than
Yeah,
like, is this sustainable? Yeah.
yeah, yeah. So I don't think Peg's on the. I think Peg is doing it the right way,
Mm-hmm.
even with the dating, and that's just like lighting that fire on that
Yeah.
fireplace, and you kind of get it together.
Yeah.
She probably knows him in a different way than anybody else because she
Yeah.
actually gave it time to figure
Yeah.
that out.
True.
And at the end of the day, they're 60 something years old. What the hell are they rushing to
Let's
go
right
do
to
something?
fucking alter. Yeah.
Yeah, you've done that already.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do it right this time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I
So,
agree. So Mel and his, little orthopedic shoes come out, and Cindy asks, like, when did you know that you weren't ready for commitment? And he said, I was ready, but I was really looking forward to the fantasy suites to really get to talk to you off camera. And he harped on that. And that actually is a good point.
hmm
And what irks me though is why he didn't say that in the moment. Like, let's go to the fantasy suites. There's a lot I want to tell you. I think we deserve to have this off camera time so we can really open up and just be honest with her. Like, it's hard for me to do this in front of the cameras. Like, let's, do this off camera. But he never said that. And so she never even gets to hear that. And so she did dip before even him really emphasizing the importance of the fantasy suites for the both of them.
right.
But he came on stage with that agenda, like,
Well, he
you
struggles.
fault, you missed out. It's like, damn, that's really what he was giving. Like,
Well, it's very clearly he struggles with communication. So,
obviously, yeah.
yeah, he should have done that.
You should have said
It
that. Yeah.
if he really wanted her.
Hmm.
He may not really wanted her
Yeah, I think that's.
because he liked high energy Peg from Jump Street. Homegirl wasn't gonna make it. That scared him because
I
he
think
already
so.
knew how romantical and all the other stuff.
Hmm.
I think he liked her, but he was scared by her from Jump
Yes,
Street.
definitely.
So when she came and put pressure, he was like, "Nah, let her go."
Let her go. I'm not chasing this. I don't want this
I'm
energy.
not chasing this because I don't know if I was gonna do this anyways.
Hmm. That is true. Yeah, because I think even their fantasy suites would have been different. It would have been more serious. It would have been more,
hmm
again, just more pressure and more energy that he doesn't want, and he already knows that, like, it's not going to
He
top
wants the comic
Peg.
book.
Yeah, what's the
Yeah,
comic book? It's true.
you want to have fun with your partner. That's why he was looking for the high energy.
Hmm.
If you have somebody who's like, and there's some women who are very good romantic, and you could do both. It's not
Hmm.
saying
Hmm.
that Peg doesn't have that,
Right.
but when some people are just mindset is just relationship, this fantasy of just like my knight in shining armor, he's gonna go sparks and things are gonna be like that. That's scary for people because where's the balance? Like, so I think you want to have that person kind of like Peg, where you can kick it with them, you can have fun. You're gonna have that romantic, which is what they kind of got during the fantasy suites, which is not just know that she is a firefighter and she's fun and high energy, but she's also has a sensual side. He was able to see
Hmm.
all aspects of her because he kind of knew the light side of her, and
Mm.
now he was getting to get to know the deep side of her.
Mm.
And I think Sydney kind of just brings that like fantasy, like the
Serious.
romantic, serious. I'm
Yeah.
trying to find my man. We trying to get married. We're gonna have a house. We're gonna do this. And he's
Mm-hmm.
like, so where's the fun?
Mm-hmm.
Uh, where's the
True.
energy?
Yeah. There's no balance. Yeah, I think Cindy was just too serious for him. It was just not a match.
Mm.
And even when so the host asks, they're sitting on stage, he says to Mel, like, why was it so hard for you to open up to, your feelings to Sydney? He was like, my feelings are very straightforward, like, which I don't think is true, but which is the whole point. Like, she couldn't read you, so I don't know what the hell you're talking about, Mel. But then she turns to him and she's like, I was ready to move to the OC for you. And he said, quote, that didn't interest me then. Did you catch that part?
I was trying. I had to rewind and try to listen to it again.
Ooh, I caught it. I caught it. She said, I was ready to move to Orange County for you. And he said, quote, that didn't interest me then. And then the audience like clapped. It was like a weird moment. I don't,
Yeah.
it was odd. It was very
Tasha,
odd.
what I said, I was rewinding and I was like, what did he say?
What he say?
He was not having it because she looking for a come up. She said, I got me my little lawyer NFL guy.
Moving to Malibu, bitch. Yeah.
And he said, oh, hell no. I bet y'all before. Not you.
But also just shows you how much they were on just complete different pages.
Different
like
pages.
In her head, she's like, I was ready for the commitment. I was ready to move states for you. And he's like, I'm not even thinking about that yet. But why, Jessica? That's a great question. Cindy, why?
Why? And that's where the question is. You don't know this man, and he purposely didn't open up. So he's sitting here like, I know you don't know nothing about me. So why are you trying to
move to the OC? What the
why
hell?
are you trying to move into my house? I don't know you.
That's so true, particularly because they didn't have a fantasy suites. She doesn't know him to the same level that Peg does.
Exactly.
So he knows the shallowness and the surface level with which he gave her.
Exactly.
And for her to be saying, I was ready to move for you, he was like, I didn't ask you to do that. That didn't interest me. Who said that? Who said anything about moving? I never asked for that. Oh, that's true.
It's true. Yeah, she looked delusional.
She did look a little delulu.
She looked delusional. She don't know him. He literally gave her nothing. He knew he gave her nothing.
He knew he gave her nothing.
And you were trying to move with my 2 kids? No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
That's true. That moment on the couch wasn't giving in the way that they thought it was about to give for her. Like, it really... Because Mel was just so resolute. And when he brought up the fantasy suites, like, you gave up before fantasy suites. Like, there was more we could have talked about. I was like, I mean, I'm mad you didn't say that then, Mel. I'll hold you to that. But, like, that's a good point. Fantasy suites do get a lot of talking done. Like, you really get to know a person to the deepest level. And you didn't get that. So.
And you wanted commitment before then.
Before.
Why?
Yeah. That's true. Damn, Cindy. Damn. So they're like, all right, Sydney, always with grace or something.
Foolishness, a little Bridgerton exit.
Yeah, some foolishness the whole set. And I was like, okay, girl, get off stage. This is embarrassing. So then we go back to Antigua. We see Mel knocking on the door, knocking on Peggy's door. They sit and they chat. And he's like, I just want you to know, I feel the same way for you. You know how I feel about you. Like, he had to keep you know how I feel about you. Don't let anything about to say change. And he told her the story. Cindy really wanted a commitment to a proposal. And I was honest with her that I can't give her that right now. And she left. And I still want you. I still want me and you to keep working on this. He doesn't want her to feel like she's here by default. Which is fair, but she's not. She's obviously the number one anyways. But yeah, Peggy kind of took it in stride. Cindy's allowed to do that. But she was a little in her head too, like, I mean, what is he looking for then?
What are you looking for?
What are we here for?
Communicated anything.
He really hasn't. Yeah, that's true. It was telling her confessional afterwards where she was like, so
what are we doing?
Yeah. So she left because he's not giving a commitment. So what is he about to give me? What is
Well, the
this?
problem is because the bachelor comes with an assumption that there's an engagement at the
An
end.
assumption. Yeah.
Obviously, every bachelor has their own agenda,
Hmm.
and it's not always clearly defined because production doesn't want you to know that
Right.
this person is not coming with the plans of an engagement at the
Engagement.
end.
Yeah.
So if you don't clearly
Yeah.
state that, and
Hmm.
you only go off of assumption, and
Hmm.
assumption is the lowest form of knowledge,
Hmm.
then everybody out here just do do
Right. Shrug
until the
shoulders.
very end, and then
Yeah.
you get a promise ring that you thought was going to be an engagement ring.
Yeah.
So
But maybe Peg knew though, because they had their fantasy suites. So I imagine she did know a bit more that he was like not really down with the engagement.
all right.
So I don't think she was that. I mean, she had said her whatever she said in the confessional, but Peg to me gives she ain't gonna leave no stone unturned. I feel like she flat out asked him in the
Right.
fantasy suites, "Are we getting engaged or what?" Like I'm open to it, but I'm also like I can go either way. How do you feel? Like I feel like she knew.
But I think also everyone has to like, is the communication and the type of relationship you have engagement worthy? Like he wasn't giving
Right.
engagement worthy.
Absolutely not. No.
So you just have like, if you are wanting an engagement and it's
Mm-hmm.
a situation that does not give engagement,
Warrant. Yeah.
so like why would you want that? Just
Right.
because the show promises you that?
Yep.
It don't
Yep.
mean you're gonna have a happy marriage. That's not what they promise you.
Doesn't mean anything. Yeah. So Peggy meets his sons, Lucas and Andre, also his friend Diane from college, and he tells them he's down to one. And again, tells the whole story about Cindy wanting to propose. Like now, he can't wait to keep just like telling the story about Cindy. Can you believe? Can you
This
believe?
this was the most energy we've seen out of him. I mean,
Truly,
his kids give him energy.
yeah, definitely. He piped up the most during this little
Yeah,
moment.
yeah. You can tell he has a good rapport with his kids, and
Mm-hmm.
like they have a good relationship in that
Mm-hmm.
regard.
With him. So Peg comes, she's a bundle of energy, so they love her. Um, she sits with the sons. They play this little like word association game, like what she puts out two words and asks like which describe Mel. And so the first was accountability or avoidance. No one's gonna say avoidance. It's avoidance for Mel. Let's be clear. Let's be clear here. Come on.
Yeah.
But obviously, they said accountability. Then they said funny or serious, and they were like, "He can be funny. He can be funny. The man is serious.
Yeah.
Like,
He not
come on.
giving fun.
It's not giving funny at all. Emotional or analytical. He can be emotional. Like everything was like, oh god. Like,
But you do notice, like after like they said the word analytical, and
mhm.
that was like the theme throughout the rest of the thing.
Yes.
My
Yeah.
analytical mind, my analytical. And
That's
so
so true.
I was like, nobody ever said anything analytical. It was mentioned one time, and I heard analytical about 6, 7 times after that.
Like boom, that's it. It's like once you get one
He,
little personality trait to describe Mel, they just gotta like ride it through because they ain't
yeah.
gave nothing else.
But I agree. There is people who are analytical and there's emotionally from the
Mm-hmm.
heart. That man does not live in his heart. But
Mm-mm, mm-mm.
I don't know. Hopefully Peg will take him there. You got to
Yeah,
connect your mind and your heart together.
exactly. And that's fun. Like more people, some people are analytical, but which is not a problem. It's a problem if you can't tap into your emotions at all. If you can't be
Exactly.
emotionally available, emotionally can't articulate your emotions, like you can't do the emotional thing at all, that's when
Hmm.
it's a problem with
Becomes a
being
problem.
just analytical. There has to be a balance.
Right. Right.
Same for emotional. You can't be all the way emotional. You don't think with your brain with no logic at all. Like there
Yeah.
has to be middle ground.
Hmm.
Peg sits with Diane. She admits she's not in love. She's not fallen in love yet. She's working on it. She's getting there. Like they're moving at the same
Smart.
speed.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because if you saying all that, there's no way she trying to get married.
No, there's no way. She literally
And why
flat
would
out said, "I'm not falling in love even." Like, she's not even there yet. I like him is where she's at.
But and that's how it should be. How can anybody say we've fallen in love? All those little bachelor phrases, I'm falling, and you
Hmm.
don't know this person,
Yeah.
and we
Cindy
damn
said
sure.
Cindy said she was falling in love.
And what? She
So,
fall in love with that zip
with that
code.
zip code, that Malibu house that she was thinking
Yep.
about.
She said, "You still got the NFL money."
Because
That's the
Cindy,
only
that don't
thing
even
she
make no
fall in love with.
sense.
It make no sense.
That actually, when you say it, really doesn't make any sense. How are you complaining in the confessional to us that he don't ask no questions? You don't know how he feels about you.
And you're ready to move to his
Right.
house.
You don't know what your future looks like. He won't give any answers. I want to see a future with you because, but at the same time, you're also saying you're falling in love with him. How?
Girl,
How?
how? Because he's an NFL player. He's seen all y'all before. He's seen all his years, some girls who are willing to do whatever.
Yeah, willing to
he's
move to
seen
OC. Damn, that's true.
he's seen them all before. You just
Doesn't
a
impress
grown
him.
version.
Yeah, it doesn't impress him.
You're just an adult version with some kids, who did the
Damn.
same thing. So he said, not interested because that's literally, he's seen you before.
Yeah.
So,
Damn, that's true. The girls who are like, I'll do anything for you, Mel. I'll move to the
hmm
OC. He's
cook,
been there, done
clean,
that, had that. He's not interested.
had many of them.
Yeah.
And now he's 60 some years old. He just getting a 60-year-old version of that. Not interested.
Damn, Cindy. Oh no.
Not interested.
Wow. Yeah, I'm looking at that differently. That's so true.
Yeah.
That's the same energy.
Because that's why like somebody like him, he's
Mm.
like, I'm looking for somebody who's like real. Like like Peg has her own career.
Her
She's a
own.
badass in her thing.
Yeah.
It's something that he could say like, I'm proud of you. Like this is my woman. She does
Mm-hmm.
this.
Mm-hmm.
She's a person of her own.
Mm-hmm.
And like she has her own place. We go boom boom. Like we're
Mm-hmm.
grown. I'm gonna go to Vegas this weekend. She's coming over here. We're going
Mm-hmm.
to this. Like you just gotta think his mindset is something different than
Mm-hmm.
like a garden variety 6-year-old man. Like
Mm-hmm.
a professional player has seen it all.
Mm-hmm.
He's had multiple women.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
That's also probably why he didn't get married until later in life
Way later.
because you have to you're teasing through to try to find the realness.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so he found somebody and that's why he has to date for such a long time because you've met people who've taken advantage of you.
Mm-hmm.
We don't know anything about his dating life, but you can only
Mm-hmm.
presume,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
and
that is true. And the fact that he knows how little he's given these women. He knows how reserved he's been. He knows I haven't given them much to hang on to. So for you to be saying you're falling in love
gives
with
him
what? The idea of me? My home in
exactly,
Malibu? I was ready to move
exactly,
to OC with you. That doesn't interest me. I don't really care about that.
exactly.
So I think that is really checking out to him. Like, I've given very little, and you're saying all of this. It doesn't make sense.
Doesn't add up.
And as you
He's
said, I've had this before. I know this
yeah,
woman. Yeah.
yeah. He's had many of them.
Damn.
So,
Yeah, that's
so it's
true.
yeah, because you just have to presume like a different mindset for Mel because he's had a different life. He's
Mm.
had a different life growing up, in the NFL,
NFL player. Mm.
professional player, Orange County, money,
Mm-hmm.
like the type of people who want to. That's probably why he's waited so long, and he really is mindful of trying to find somebody who's really trying to be with him and why he's not giving that much on camera because
Mm-hmm.
he really holds what it's important to him close to the chest.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because if
Clearly. He ain't giving it to us. That's for damn sure. I watched 10 weeks of this dude and I have no idea what the hell's going on.
yeah, but he holds it close to his chest
Mm-hmm.
because I mean those stuff are meaningful for him. Because if
Mm-hmm.
everybody knows, there's an angle to play on.
They going, what these baller wives or these What is that?
The wagwan.
The what was it? Baller alert? Remember Baller alert? These girls study this shit, yo.
They
Like
study
they
it.
do.
So he really holds tight like what he's trying to give. So that's why I think he holds so tightly to the fantasy suite, so he could
Yeah.
just relax and be like, "This is me. I really." So he was butthurt a little bit with her, but
Yeah.
he wasn't gonna fight for her because he saw her true colors in that sense.
And that it was
Of
kind of piecing it together for him. Yeah.
he's piecing it together because I want
Mm-hmm.
somebody who's actually going to take their time to actually get to know me because
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to give you a lot.
Mm-mm.
But if you're going to try to want to get to know me, I'll open up.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. She was stuck in the fantasy. And Peg, there was like no fantasy. She was like very much on planet Earth the entire
Hmm.
time. And
Hmm.
that's why I always said I liked Peg. She was always assessing him, it seemed. Like she was
Hmm.
down, she was having fun, whatever, but she was always like, so what do you think of this? Like, what do you think of that? Like, just try to make sure things are checking out for her as well.
Hmm.
And I think he also peeped that and respected that in a sense.
Right.
Um, so yeah, Peg, everything goes well with the sons, with Diane. They really like her energy. She's very likable. She seems to be a good match for the dad. Like it went really well.
Hmm.
Now, time for the final, like the finale, basically. She says she thinks he could be her forever guy. She seems open. Maybe I'm getting engaged, maybe not, whatever. I'm here. And we see Mel kind of traveling to this little remote island. Claims this journey has taught him a lot about himself. Wish I knew what that was.
No clue.
No clue. Like they really did us, the audience, a disservice with not really getting to know this guy. Seems like he learned a lot. This is a great life experience for him. Couldn't tell you a thing. Um, and yeah, Peg and him meet up on the island, and she talks about all the fun they've had and how great it was to meet his boys. She feels like she could really trust him. And again, it was like cementing in my head, like Peg knows Mel better than anybody watching right
Hmm.
now. Which is always the case, but like we as an audience, we really didn't get to know him at all.
Hmm.
And that's kind of a shame. It's kind of a shame for their love story because you want to at the end be like, yay, Peg got what she needed, what she
We
wanted.
see why she loved him.
Exactly. But
Yeah.
we don't really see it. We just trust her. And I do. I trust Peg. I trust whatever he told her in the fantasy suites was like enough for her. But
Hmm.
it just kind of sucks. The ending story is very anticlimactic because like we don't fucking know anything. So yeah, gives her the little promise ring and the final golden rose. So yeah, they come out on stage. She looked beautiful. Her little Jessica Rabbit dress was cute.
Hmm.
Um, she's now they got their story straight. Now they're sticking to it. She talks about how important the fantasy suite was. It's like here they go. And the host flat out asked, "Are you guys going to get engaged?" And they basically give a roundabout answer saying, "No, we're just doing us. We're doing what we want to do," which is fine.
I mean, it's true because honestly, when you're a golden, you're getting older, like these people just got lifetime partners.
A lot of
They
them,
be together for forever. Like
yeah.
marriage is not that important at that point in your life. But
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it is. Maybe you want to do it. It's
Mm-hmm.
up to them.
It is, yeah.
So to have like this whole like, marriage is the end game, like we did this already. Like we don't literally have to do it. We're having a great time. We enjoy our life together,
Mm-hmm.
experiences.
Mm-hmm.
They make it 5 years, if they make it 5 months, like they had an experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And like I don't feel like it's held to the same regard, for Goldens versus,
Like the 30-year-olds, yeah.
the 30-year-olds, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Because everybody wants to have an experience.
Mm-hmm.
And the
Particularly at this
experience,
age.
right.
At this
Yeah,
age,
so
dating is tough. You haven't dated in years. This is like your second chance at love. Like you're excited to just be here, to like have
yeah,
found somebody, and you're like getting to travel with a little companion. You haven't done that in like 15 years.
yeah. So have a good partnership, whatever it looks like, people be living in their own separate houses, and that's my partner for 30 years, and
Mm-hmm.
it's just like they in that house and we in this house. It
It's
works for
true.
you. That's perfect. Whatever. Knock
Yeah.
yourself out.
Yeah. Yeah, it's true. I think that's why the forced engagement at the end of Golden is like just stupid. It's not
Dumb.
necessary. I mean,
Yeah.
Gary and Teresa was absolutely ridiculous. They engaged, got married on TV. It was such a fucking sham.
Well, it was the
Like
pressure of being the first golden
that
and
they
all the
needed
other
to do the
thing and
yeah.
all that.
God,
Just live your life, and that's
let
why
them
I
live.
I can't fault Mel because he gonna do what he gonna do.
Yeah,
Like he's not gonna. You're not gonna make me do anything I don't want to. I'm not
no.
gonna open up on camera. You probably shouldn't have been on camera.
Yeah, that's the whole thing, Mel. Why were you here? Is the first thing. Not the whole not getting engaged at the end. You don't say anything on camera.
Yeah,
That's our
but
issue.
he's not. He's sticking to his guns, and I
Hmm.
can't fault nobody for that.
Yeah. I will never fault a lead who doesn't want to get engaged at the end. I would
Mm-hmm.
never. I think it's stupid to get engaged at the end, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
So if
Mm-hmm.
they say, let's just be boyfriend and girlfriend, we've had a few who've done it. I would never fault them for it
Mm-hmm.
because the track record speaks for itself. So I'm going to do me.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Peg, Mel, they seem like they say that they're in love with each other. They seem happy, wishing them well. Their kids gave their blessing. They got their little trip to Napa. Everything seems, good for
Mm-hmm.
them. Now we did get a little moment. The host sat with Taylor Frankie Paul, so she's the next Bachelorette. I don't know how much you know about her. She is. I don't either. I have to get caught up before the Bachelorette, but she's like, she about to turn out these ratings. That I know. That I know. I think they did a good choice, made a good choice in selecting this girl because she's going to bring in different audiences,
Mm-hmm.
and she's
What's
a
her
very
ethnicity? She looks like she got something, something.
uh,
She just white?
I don't know. I don't know anything. Let it drop in the comments. I'm not sure. I do see what she like. She could have a little
A little something.
Latina flavor or something in there. I don't know.
Something. I have no idea.
I don't know. But yeah, she's from the Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. She got 3 kids, 2 baby daddies. She's a convicted domestic violence like background. Like she's a hot
Okay,
ass
Bachelor. This is
mess.
a very different.
Very different. She is like apparently the star of Mormon Wives, Secret Lives of Mormon Wives. And everyone says you just got to watch the first 2 episodes of season 1 and it will tell you everything you need to know about her. Also her parents are crazy apparently. Like she gonna bring in, she's gonna operate in her own ways and do her.
Sounds like you guys needed to drop an episode of y'all reaction content to the first episode.
Oh yes, that's in the works.
So we can catch up because I
Together,
ain't gonna watch
yes.
it otherwise. Not on my own time.
Yeah, I was never interested in this show. I don't know. Like I'm generally into the Mormon stuff, the documentaries, the cult shit. Like that angle of it.
Dorian loves
He loves that
that.
stuff. I'll eat up all the documentaries about Mormon fundamentalism and all that stuff, but I'll do Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, and then I kind of this one never really caught me. But yeah, they chose her, and everybody's like turning up about it. So I think she'll be at least good TV. But
Okay.
yeah, the host caught up with her. We got a little sneak preview, just her giving her thoughts about, the guys seem to be great. They don't really know her story. She was open with them that she has like a very messy past. Um, she seems to be like doing her own thing, sending guys home before the rose ceremony, and like she's not a by the book, play by the rules kind of girl. So that we
Bachelor's
always
trying to
love.
get Bachelor's trying to get ratings these days. They trying to do messy TV now.
Yeah. Oh yeah. They're trying to dip out.
Yeah.
Because it is more fun to watch somebody who doesn't play,
The rules.
the lead that doesn't drink the Kool-Aid so much is way more interesting.
Well, the Kool-Aid sucks. Ain't got no sugar in it. Nobody wants no sugar-free Kool-Aid.
No sugar-free Kool-Aid. That's true. The
And
best. Mhm.
that's the problem.
Yeah. The best leads are the ones that you could tell production is like trying to hold on to them and they can't like quite get a grasp of them.
Mm.
And so it seems like she hopefully will be like one of those. It will make it interesting.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely should be an interesting season. And yeah, that was Golden Bachelor season 2.
Joyful. I mean, I feel like we got some good conversations out of it.
We always turn it out here. We always turn it out right here on these mics. But this season, I don't know about this franchise. I just feel like I don't know. I think they just made a poor choice with Mel. Honestly, the ratings should not have tanked.
I'm curious to know, like, where did they find him? Like, what was their process in finding Golden?
Yeah,
I mean, we kind of knew how they found Gary,
yeah. No Gary
but
and Joan. Joan they chose from Gary's season. Joan had guys that they could have chose from her season, but they decided to go another route and choose somebody brand new. But he was not given what they thought he was about to give at all. And as I said, the ratings don't lie. No, he didn't give us a season to watch, so
yeah, he started off wrong with the podcast. 'Cause
from jump.
that was the most personality we got out of Mel was on the podcast rounds, and we're
Mm-hmm.
like, "Ooh, we don't know if we like this one."
Mm-mm.
And he tried to clean up, and then I think that's probably what it was. He gave
Mm.
too much on the
Mm-hmm.
podcast, and then he shut down. He went all the way to
Yeah.
the other side
Yeah.
because he realized that the blowback he received,
Mm-hmm.
and so I think that's the reason why
Yeah.
his season claimed. Because I think he would have given more himself had he not
Not gone
received
through
so
controversy.
much controversy,
Mm-hmm.
and
True.
he didn't then you get caught up in what everybody else is thinking. So he's afraid to
Afraid
share
to open.
anything.
Mm.
Yeah, because everything is open to criticism,
Mm-hmm. And he
and
learned.
everybody,
He learned
yeah,
real early.
he
Yeah.
learned keep your mouth shut, not say nothing. So I think we found
I
it.
think that was part of it. Yeah.
I think we found our reason.
Yeah. He course corrected. He like overly course corrected,
Overly course corrected and gave a boring
and then
season.
gave us nothing. Gave us absolutely nothing. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Anyways, it was a trying season, but we did our best. I know half of y'all not even watching. You were literally just listening to this recap. If you are one of those people, please go on over to Apple Podcasts to leave a review. Let us know how we did. Give us 5 stars. We did the work for
We
y'all.
did
We
the
watch this
work.
shit every damn week. Leave us a review. That is your way of giving back to us here at Two Black Girls, One Rose.
Mm-hmm.
Jessica, thank you so much for joining me.
You're welcome. Big sis to the rescue.
Big sis to the rescue. Oh my gosh. Show her some love in the comments, y'all. Join the conversation on Patreon. And we'll be back next week. Bye.
Bye.